Now, I hesitated creating this video because I felt like people would say, "Oh, Dia, you're a fraud because you always tell me, no, don't learn about AI, don't study AI, just do what you're doing and do it exceptionally well." Well, I need you to be clear on this something, okay? I know that a lot of my local small business owners, you either fall in two camps when it comes to AI, Claude, and all the chatbots out there. I don't want to use it, or I use it very sparingly, but it's not a main factor of my business. I really don't need it. My business is local. I don't need this much technology. But let me be clear as I talk to so many small business owners. This usage, your usage of AI is not a hyped up thing. It's not some YouTube fad. It is a real game changer when it comes to automating and getting to your clients as fast as possible. And if you are a small business owner, you understand that all these leaks with your customer, it just takes one business in your same location for you to go under. Okay. So I need you guys to understand that if you are not using Claude or ChatGPT, even in some capacity in your business, you are not just a little bit behind, you are a lot behind. Now, why should you listen to me? Well, because I'm a person that helps automate close over $100 million, and we live and die by AI and automation. And because it's changing so fast, I need you guys to understand that this is not just some chatbot. So I'm just going to be quickly walking you through the features that you absolutely need to know about Claude. Okay. Now, most people think that Claude is like a fancy Google search, just a fancier version of it. You get in Claude, you type in, "Hey Claude, make me a PowerPoint," etc. You get an answer and you close the tab. Well, that is truly like buying a Ferrari and letting it sit and rot in your garage. Okay. The chatbot like this, because I want you guys to understand it, there's two components to AI. There's this chatbot version, and then there's this other version. That there's another version that's called a terminal. Now, this is going to be feel really weird, but the power of AI and automation is left not in this chatbot, but in your terminal. But if you don't even know how to use this, you are not necessarily going to know how to use the terminal. So I want to introduce you to this so that way you can kind of understand where you need to be and what you need to be using this for. Now, this is done for local small business owners, so it's very hypersensitive to the fact that I know you guys do not have time. Okay. And by the way, if you guys hear background things, noises, people, automation is moving so fast. So just please get the information and do what you need to do because it is moving way too fast. Okay. That's why I can't even like wait to make it all pretty and silent and all that good stuff because you guys need to know this information. Because if your competitors find out, it's like it is going to leave you guys in the dirt. And I'm trying to make sure that you are that competitor in the marketplace. So what does Claude actually do? What does this pretty thing actually do? It's not just a chatbot. It remembers your business, your tone, your customers. Okay. So in the case of your customers not having, your customers having the same questions over and over and over. Now, when you upload something into Claude, you can use a few different things here. Number one, you can use a project. I know that you guys are very familiar with Chat GPT, like the store that everybody loves. All my local small business owners, they really, really love Chat GPT because that's the first thing that you know. But this is pretty much like having your own GPT. It's called projects in Claude. You store all the information and you keep it so that way this AI becomes your AI worker. Okay. Now, I'm going to be talking to you guys in this sense because a lot of people will call you guys and say, "Hey, buy this from me. I'm going to use AI to work for you. It can create all these things for you. Da, da, da." You can literally do all of that within for a few dollars using one platform. Okay. You do not need to be paying for 7, 10 different platforms. You need to be protecting your income. This is why you need to drill down on using one or two platforms, and that is it. And I will tell you why in a little bit. Okay. Particularly for AI only things. Okay. So if you upload your 10 customers thing and you keep it just in a Google Doc, you can put all the projects here. For example, you can load up reviews and you can say, "Hey, what are the most common reviews? What are the most common things that people look for?" Chat GPT, Claude will literally read all of that information and summarize it for you and let you have a FAQ section in your Google My Business so that Google can now crawl and understand your profile and show you to more people. It literally is just that simple. You just need to know your way around the house. Okay. So for a local business owner, this is you helping your SEO, your organic reach. Now, this is something that's really, really, really important. Okay. There's a thing called skills. Okay. It's called slash. Okay. Actually, I'm going to get out of the project part and I'm going to come here and I'm going to say slash. And these things are your skills. Okay. So it's basically the groundwork. It's like having, let's just say the AI is your employee, and you will have to do this no matter what AI you use, no matter what company you use. Okay. You will need to gather skills. So if you want a customer service person, instead of hiring a person, now you hire the AI and you build a skill. A skill says, hey, if I were to train the employee today on how my business works, what information do they need? And then boom, capture it. If I were to pay a receptionist right now, where do I repeat myself 24/7? What do they need to know? So that way, if I have to hire them again, they can just use this AI employee, use this skill, literally what it's called, a skill. And then I can pass that along. And now I don't have to explain myself. This AI will literally store all the information. I just need to set it, update it when it changes, and that's it. And now I can have 2 employees, 3 employees use this same thing. This is how you get your time back. Okay. So this is super important because it's going to set you up for moving faster. Okay. All of the whatever you're hearing, AI moves fast, da, 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 da. Every AI company is using this. Okay. Either a skill. So every AI company is using at least some component of this. Okay. So this is really, really important. And it can be all summed up even if you say, hey, Claude, help me understand what a skill is. It'll just say it's a skill that you can use like you train your employee on a skill. You also need to have a skill. It's really important though, because you can use this skill across the internet. Okay. Why is that important, Odia? Why do I need to build a skill? Because many of you guys spend time talking to your customer service people. You start time with a employee, a customer service representative. This is where you get your time back. Okay. You send them to this as the brain of your company. And now, because they can use this at their disposal, they can have it on their phone. You now do not have to talk to them. I work a corporate job and I have a small business. The only way that and I have a lot of children. The only way that I'm able to do this is literally by leveraging AI because I don't need to talk to anyone. People don't need to talk to me. I can literally use this as my brain and help other people use it as my brain as well. So now if you need a question, you can just look at my skill. This is really, really important because you guys need your time back as much as you need your resources to grow. Okay. You cannot get your resources to grow if you are strapped behind doing everything. Now, if you need skills, I am going to be creating. So just go ahead and go ahead and get this, clear this survey. Just type in a few questions. I will email you guys, and I'm not going to super gate you guys, or I'll just leave it open and you guys can just ask for it. But I will email you guys skills for every industry. Okay. This is important because this is all baked by my marketing brain. So all of the billion-dollar companies that I've helped scale with automation, I'm going to be putting that in a skill, and you can literally just copy and paste it and put it in your own skill, and it will work. So skills are made up of markdown files. We're not going to get too in the weeds of that. I can go ahead and do that in another video. So like and subscribe because that will be one of the videos that I create on literally walking you through how to create a skill. Okay, so let's continue on because this is really important. Now, what you want to do with a project, which is here, remember your stored information and a skill. A skill can be transferred to any database because it constantly learns against itself. A project says, okay, hey, these are basic files. So if you are a local hair salon, these are basic files that probably are not going to change. These are like the way that we do business 99% of the time. A skill is a subset of that. So it's like, hey, I have hair braiders or people that know how to do certain types of hair. They have a skill, right? It's just the same way with humans. This is how AI is moving. It wants to become a human. So it's just trying to break things down in a human way to make an agent, which is like an AI worker for you. Okay. If you do not have your skills created, that agent or that this AI cannot work for you. Okay. All right. So now, how does this help you out? A few things: your customer service. Okay. Now, I want to pause here because this is the part where people skip over, and none of this matters if you're just experimenting with it. Once again, and going back and doing your old ways and doing your own thing. The window to capitalize on this is not 6 months down the line. Your competitors will be too far ahead. It is right now. So I need you to lock in and focus in on what this next portion is going to be: the revenue connection. The revenue connection is really, really, really important. So I don't put anything on this channel that is not going to tie back into your revenue. The reason why this is so powerful right now is because you can literally do this. I don't know if I can have it on here, but you can literally talk to this AI. Let me see here if you have if I have it. I may not have it, but you can literally talk to this AI. I don't want to overcomplicate it for you guys, but you can talk to your AI. Oh, right here. Duh. You can talk to your AI and you can tell it what. So the barrier for AI, I don't really use this. Okay. So I use something else that uses the knowledge and the power from Claude, but I combine all different tools to make automation. But I'm saying this because you can literally have this record a conversation with your employees and have it create a skill for you, and you can build off of it while you do your daily work. Why is that mindset shift important? Because if you don't leverage this computer, you are going to be outrun by a company that is going to leverage this computer and do half as well as a service, but because they're able to respond to customers faster, because their employees are able to get their information faster and they're not waiting on the owner, and because they can go farther with the information that's programmed in this computer, because anyone can access it that you hire, like my team or whatever, then you can pretty much give it to anyone. And because they know how your business works, they can optimize, they can help you scale without you having a blocker as you as the person, because we all know we are limited by our time, our resources, etc. So AI is literally going to, this kind of AI is going to help you level the playing field. Now, I am a very chronic GPT user, but Claude has different things that, you know, I like about it that are better than ChatGPT, but ChatGPT also has some things that are better about it as well. But let me tell you something: for the most part, unless you are creating content every single day, these are the only two tools that you need to use right now. Do not waste your money hiring people to do AI agents. Da, 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 da. You can literally do exactly what they're doing for you all through this tool. All right. And now I know you guys do not have a lot of time. So let me be very, very direct with you guys. Three things killing your revenue right now, and this is all for all of my customers across the board, for all my local small business owners. Number one is slow lead response. All my customers say, "Hey, Odia, if you're doing things manual, if you're still picking up your phone, that's completely fine. You can still pick up your phone. But if you don't pick up your phone, you know that you've lost that lead." For example, my hair salon owners, they, some of my businesses are some of my business owners are literally still picking up the phone. There is nothing wrong with that. But the problem happens when you don't pick up the phone. And that is where automation is so critical. So you need to have an automation for your slow lead response. You need to have automation for inconsistent content, because consumers can sniff out this stuff so well to where they will degrade you because your information is not baked or is not rooted in a 2026 experience. So if everybody around you is, or not even, because if everybody's around you doing it, then we are in trouble. But what I'm saying is, if your experience is not top tier, they will go to the next person for that top tier experience, no matter how much they love you. So it's important for you to remember that. Now, and a customer service that doesn't scale, it goes back to that example where people are My business owners are so strapped for time because they cannot think. That's why I am highly recommending you. My small business owners are extremely strapped for time. So that's why I always recommend you. I recommend you to. So, all my small business owners are strapped for time. This is why I say you should not be texting the AI. You should be using voice mode because voice mode allows you to talk to it and also allows you to record your conversations so that it is summarizing and is literally working alongside you. It's your coworker. Now, Claude also has a co-work option. I guess I'm not on the tier they need me to be, but I don't necessarily need co-work because I understand how to automate without using this chat bot. Okay. Now I am also going to be teaching you guys that part, but I need you guys to understand that Claude, used correctly, will help you fix all of those issues and will start to give you a better customer service. So if all of those reviews on Google and all that stuff you're complaining about them, you literally have this tool at your disposal and it will literally guide you on how to do it. Now, in terms of automating, I want you to understand this thing. The question isn't whether AI can help your business, it's whether your competitor does before you do. So if you are not automating, if you are trying to understand, I highly recommend you click on the link below and go ahead and access my skills library for specifically for your industry. So I have skills for your industry. You can access it. You can copy and paste, and now you don't have to even talk to it. I will help you start that off. You just copy and you paste it and you put it into Claude, and now you can start helping you automate without you having to do all this extra stuff. And now you say, oh, Dia, well, you don't know how my business works. Well, fundamentally, I do because I've worked with a lot of small business owners and I know you need your time back. So these skills are going to help you build the frameworks to get your time back. Okay. So you need to be a power user because this is really, really important. Now, you don't, and I'm going to caution you guys because I'm seeing it everywhere. I even get trapped into it too. You do not need to learn everything about AI. You simply need to start with one thing. Okay. So we are going to start with that one thing. So like and subscribe because I am going to be challenging you guys to automate one thing in your business using just one tool. Okay. If you use a second tool, it'll be free, something that you're already using. So please like and subscribe because I'm going to be walking you through how you can automate one thing in 7 days. Okay. All right, guys. So just remember that once a competitor automates what you are doing manually, that gap compounds because now they have an employee that doesn't sleep, that doesn't go on breaks, that they don't have to manage. All they have to do is talk to it and it will do what it says it needs to do at the time you set to do it. So the gap is rising tremendously. In the next video, I'm going to give you guys a specific workflow, one task that you can automate this week. Okay, not someday, this week, but that's where you start. I'll see you there. And as always, if this is okay, and as always, if this is helping you see things differently, make sure you subscribe because I am not putting anything on this channel unless it helps you generate revenue and move the needle in your business. See you on the next one.